There's something about the blue poom poom that we don't know about. That shit out here changing people's lives. Like for real.
Hey, ever since Mass Effect, I have not been a hater of blue mommies. X-Men, the war that erased mutants. By Black Kate. And you already know I'm not gonna make the intro too long. The original's in the description below. And that being said, let's get it.
So the scene opens in New York with a bunch of mutants being transferred to Sentinel concentration camps.
And New York.
York.
I've been there once. I'm not a fan of New York. It's just a giant city, and I don't like cities.
No, not you, Seamus.
A mutant.
And this place is insane. The amount of dead mutants everywhere.
Well,
is
with
crazy.
all of the stuff
The
that I've been
Sentinels
seeing
have been
mutants
packing them
do,
up, and I guess
I
this
kind of
place
get
is
why
straight
people don't
gas.
like them.
These robots are literally moving.
I mean,
like
the
this.
Sentinels are a little bit too far, though.
We cut over to Moscow and a group of Sentinels pull up on some free mutants. They drill straight through the walls, so everyone already knows. This is
I have a
about to
friend
pop
from
off.
Moscow,
The
actually.
mutants get straight to business.
I have a
Luke is
friend
out
from
here
Moscow
opening
and one
closing
from
portals
Siberia.
Like it's nothing. Bishop's blasting
Oh,
them
I
with his
love
energy, and Iceman is freezing these fools solid.
the
And
fire
at this
guy's
point, the mutants
powers.
are up 20 in the first half.
That's not the
But
Human
here's the
Torch
thing,
because
Golden State
he's
were up
not
3-1
a
in the
mutant.
finals, and
The
what
Human
happened?
Torch isn't a mutant. Or I mean, I
Sentinels
guess
started
technically he was
adapting. The one
mutated, so
fighting
he would
Sunspot
be,
turns
but
into
he's
ice,
not
and
like
the
an
one fighting
X-Men
Iceman
mutant.
turns into fire.
He's not like a
They're all
born
connected,
mutant.
stealing powers on the fly.
Switch partners. Switch partners.
Both Sentinels hit the Undertaker, straight choke out, but Iceman got it the worst. He got his neck snapped, then stepped on. Like we're not even 2 minutes into the movie, and they did this guy the worst way. Colossus gets a two-piece.
How do you even beat Sentinels? They like adapt mid-fight. Wait, what will Sentinels do against Darwin? Because Darwin, his whole power is adapting, right? So what would a Sentinel do against Darwin?
Now there was only one left.
And that was so unlucky. The sword through the back right before you closed the portal. That was so unlucky.
And you can see it in his eyes. He knew he was cooked. Bro gets blasted right at the door, straight burnt chicken. They finally melt the door down and make it
he got
through.
Cyclops,
but
he got Cyclops blasted.
Sent back.
How do you destroy a Sentinel?
So now we're in China in the present day, and Charles finds.
How do you destroy a Sentinel? How do you do that?
Is that
Storm? That's Storm.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
My fault, guys. Got carried away. So yeah, Storm, Charles, Logan,
yeah, no,
and
she is
Magneto
really
roll
pretty.
up.
She is really pretty.
The invention of the Sentinels back in the 70s. Raven figures out Bolivar Trask was straight up killing mutants and using their gifts as weapons against.
I mean, my type is more of a Megan Fox, but you know,
straight up tracks him down.
Or an
She kills
Angelina
him and
Jolie.
had that beam straight to his head. But here's the thing: killing Trask didn't stop the government. It just pushed him
or
to take
the
his mutant
lady
research
who
more
played
seriously. They captured her,
the main
tortured her, and
character on
experimented
Underworld.
her. And in her DNA, they discovered
Kate
the secrets of
Beckinsale.
her
Yeah,
powers,
Kate
how she
Beckinsale.
could
Or
evolve
her.
and adapt.
Or her. She's also my type. Oh, if you're new here and you don't know, hi Curl, proud lesbian, nice to meet you. But yeah, those are my type, IRL. And now, if we talk anime, that's a whole
Fast
different
forward 50
discussion.
years, and that's how they created the first Sentinel. So you were just killing mutants for your research?
Of that I'm innocent.
But trust, we got all the receipts.
I did not do it.
You know what? I believe him. Just something about the way he says he didn't do it. Unless I'm a mutant, then I don't believe him. He definitely did it. Granted, I would take the hate if it meant that I was a mutant with a pretty cool power. Even if it was just small scale. You know how like Jubilee's power started off as just making like fireworks and stuff? Yeah. I'd take a power like that and then I'd train it like Luffy's Hito Hito no Mimaru Nika. And I say Nika with an A. Or with a K-A. It's from One Piece. So you can't get mad at me.
So now Charles wants to go back 50 years to stop Raven from ever killing Trask. But Kitty tells him straight, if he went back that far, he'll probably die. They needed someone else. Someone from down under. Yeah, Logan. So they put him on the stone and everyone else protects
Australia?
the walls. Kitty flips the
Wait,
switch
no,
on the
Logan
time
is from
machine and
Canada.
Logan's mind gets
Wolverine
sent
is
back
from
to
Canada.
1973.
I know that.
And my
He's
boy
like the
wakes
only
up in bed
Canadian
with his
hero I
boss's
know of,
daughter.
but I know
This
he's from
motherfucker
Canada.
Don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
With his
He gets up and
boss's
gets
daughter?
changed, and then three
That's
dudes
messed
walk
up.
in. The
You
girl
don't do
dips out
that.
the
You don't
room,
mix
and they just
business
start
and
raiding
pleasure.
Wolverine,
That's
talking
messed
about
up.
He shouldn't be messing with the boss's daughter. And Logan's just like, hey, someone gotta give her the claws come out, and it's funny because he was
he's
expecting
basically
the
immortal
adamantium
though.
ones. But nah, this is the past. It's
The only reason it's because he's immortal right now. Like, He's actually the asshole for this situation, but he's framed as like the hero,
Straight
but he's
buttons.
not.
They start
He's
lighting him
not.
up, but it's like per usual. He eats all those bullets like look at them, they're frozen, shocked, looking like they just seen the Holy
Wait,
Ghost.
so shouldn't he go feral without his adamantium?
Backhand. This one here gets a
Shouldn't
claw
he, like,
right
go
through the
feral?
neck, and then this idiot shoots him again. Like we already been through this. Bullets don't work. He gets shanked through the shoulder. Logan grabs the car keys, and now
Cut
there's
off
3
his
dead
head. I
bodies
bet
in the
that'll work.
hotel. Tough. And yeah, you already
I bet
know
if you
it's
cut
the
off his
70s.
head, that would
Everyone's
work.
dressed wild, mustaches, open button-up shirts with chest hair. They were on some shit back then. Anyways, Logan has to find Charles. And where else would you look? The school for the gifted. Logan pulls up and something feels off. The signs on the ground, weeds everywhere. The place looks like it's damn near abandoned. The door opens and it's Hank McCoy. And this version
Where
of
is
the Marine has never
Groundskeeper
seen
Willie?
Hank in human
We
form.
need
So my
Groundskeeper
boy's
Willie.
shocked. Logan's like, wait, you're Beast? Hank starts acting clueless, not knowing Logan's from the future. He forces his way inside trying to find Xavier, but Hank's not letting Wolverine roam around.
And there is no
So
way
yeah,
he could know
gets
he's
minked
from
in
the
face.
future.
And
There
Hank
is no
not
way he
like
could have
that.
known
Bro
that, though.
transforms into the Beast real quick. They scrap for a bit, then Charles pulls up with a Johnny Walker in his hands, looking like he had a bender last night. Oh, and he's walking. What the fuck? Logan tells Charles
Wait,
he's
so
from
he
the
can just
future,
switch back and
Charles
forth
didn't
at any
believe him. So he
time?
had to tell him
I
some
thought
shit
he was
only
stuck in like
knows.
blue form.
Who told you that?
He tells Charles that he
And now that I think about it, every superhero team has their like Hulk character. You know? Every superhero team has that. That one guy who just transforms into something really strong. And I don't know why. You don't always need a Hulk.
came back to stop Raven because she's the one who sparks the fall of mutants. And at
And then
first,
they're not
Charles
even
wants
as good
nothing
as
to
the
do with it,
actual Hulk.
especially when Logan says he's gonna need Magneto's help as well. To Charles,
They're
that's
just
like
really
saying, I
strong.
want SGA to drop 30 points without going to the free throw line. Like, bro, that shit comes with the package.
Fuck off.
Listen to me, you little shit.
Now, why'd he grab him like that? Charles just tells him he's not interested and walks off. And yeah, he wasn't the same man anymore. My guy lost everything. Raven,
Oh yeah,
Eric,
he's
his
walking.
legs. And on top of all that, all his students got drafted into the Vietnam War. Hank even created this serum for him, something to shut off his telepathic powers. And that was helping him cope a little bit, so he wouldn't have to relive the past every day. And yeah, it works. It heals the spinal damage and gives him his legs
Well,
back.
I mean-
But at what cost?
Oh,
Charles was
okay.
really going through it. Still though, he loved Raven way too much.
How does that
They
work
grew up
though?
together.
So
That
is
bond
it
never left, and
temporarily
that's what
like
finally makes him help Logan.
healing
So now they've
his
got one last piece to
spine?
grab,
So why isn't
Eric.
it healed
But here's the problem.
when
Eric is locked
it
under
wears
the most
off?
secured prison on the planet. 100 floors
It's not like his
underground,
mind
nothing but concrete
abilities
and sand.
affect
No
his
metal
spinal
at
like
all,
function.
because
That's not how
apparently
that
he
works.
killed JFK. So the government pulled up with a few choppers,
Wait, he
captured
killed
him, put him in a
JFK?
Nike
Nah.
truck, and locked his ass up.
Lock 'em up.
Oh, man.
Lock 'em up.
But now they need a way to break him out of prison. No Schofield. While all this is happening, Truss is in a Senate meeting with the US government trying to secure funding for his new robotic weapons, Sentinels, which he claims will stop mutants before they take over humanity. Truss frames it as natural selection. The most dominant species survives.
How would
adapts, and
mutants take
thrives,
over
while
humanity?
everyone else gets
And why
pushed
would
out
they
the
do
way
that?
and eventually wiped out? In
If
his
they
mind,
just
humans either
no,
evolve
you're
to
just
destroy them,
scared. You're
or
just
they'll
being
go
scary.
extinct. But as we all
Like
know,
you're
he
just
never
the
does
scaredy
well in
cat.
court. Anyways, we cut over to Saigon to a military camp with a bunch of mutants in quarantine. They all lined up ready to get shipped off to Truss Industries for testing. These might be the ugliest
I mean,
mutants I've ever
Sentinels are a
seen.
good weapon to
Spikes coming out
have,
of your head?
but
That's
it's not
crazy
like
work. And
what
this
is
dude
that?
right here, I don't
Are
even
you a
have to say
porcupine?
much. Just look at him. But here's the twist.
That's
The guy
Toad.
running the
That's
place,
Toad.
Yeah, he's not a
I
real
used to
killer.
love
It's
playing Toad
Mystique
in the
disguise.
old
As soon as she
PlayStation
starts reading the
X-Men
paperwork,
fighting
she
game.
realizes these mutants are about to be test objects.
And
like
I
animals. So
played
she's like,
the
nah, F that.
Rise of
Yeah,
the
I'm going home.
Imperfects.
She switches back to a blue Navi form, pulls out the belt, and
But that's
starts
a Marvel.
belting
Oh.
ass. One through the throat. Get your ass back. Even he's like, damn.
You know
This
what's
dude tries rushing
crazy?
in only to get kicked in
Mystique
the jaw
actually
so
has
hard,
like
he
slowed
completely turned
aging.
around like someone called his name. But she wasn't done. She must have been watching
She has
Mighty
like a
Mouse
lot of
record this
kids
because
apparently.
She pulled her arm by mid-air. Even Joe Rogan's impressed. The other mutants jump in and start dropping the rest of the soldiers. Got them throwing up and then passing out. Some diddler ass powers.
Oh,
Raven
wait,
was
so
about to
you
catch
look like
body,
a
but Lucas pops the
porcupine,
soldier's
but you
back,
can make
high-key
people
saving
start
his life.
throwing up.
And yeah, Raven was different.
How
now.
was
At
that?
this particular
What does
time,
that
she
have
was
to?
moving like Vaughn.
So why do you look like a porcupine?
They all piled into the chopper and dipped, but not Raven. Her job wasn't finished.
Oh, it's
Job's
not.
not finished. Job finished?
Charles, Hank, and Logan all pull up to Peter Maximoff's house. Yeah, Mr. Speedy Gonzalez. He was the key to breaking Eric out of prison. And he's childish, so they didn't really have to do much convincing to get
Oh,
him on board.
Quicksilver.
So yeah, they all pull up to the Pentagon. Hank misses with the security cameras for a few seconds. Then Pete zooms into the elevator.
The
jacks
Quicksilver
guy for
scenes
his
are always
uniform,
the
and just
coolest
like
to
that,
me.
he slips inside. They were really out here giving Eric the Tai Lung treatment. Like, look at his number, 001. He's the only prisoner.
Okay,
the
but
only
Tai
one
Lung
locked in
was
the
a
facility.
really,
Peter slides
like,
down a
big
little
threat.
note
Tai
on the
Lung
flute
is a
saying,
threat.
"Mind the glass," and then does the
He,
Barry
like,
Allen
destroyed
special.
the
He breaks
Furious
the glass
Five.
and the alarms start going crazy.
And 20 guards will be here to shoot us.
I know.
Pete just grabs Eric by the neck. They zoom past everyone, had them all in the air. And when they get back in the elevator, he really taped this guy to the wall with duct tape.
You're a victim.
Meanwhile, Charles is trying to evacuate
Really?
the
What?
kitchen.
So no
But
one
without
just
his
happened to
powers,
check the
Logan just
elevator?
realizes
Like,
this
no
guy's
one went in there
useless.
at
So
any
he's like,
point?
F that. He grabs the frying pan, smacks this dude right in the kneecap, one to the face, then tosses this guy right away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you finished?
Charles opens the door, and as soon as he sees Eric, mink! Yeah, he's been waiting a long time to do that. A bunch of guards storm the room, and Eric tells Charles to freeze them.
I mean,
not realizing Charles
he
doesn't
did
have his
cripple him.
powers. So Eric's
He
like,
did
"Fine,
cripple him.
I'll do it myself." He starts lifting everything in the kitchen, about to wipe everyone out. And then Peter casually just puts on his headphones, slides his goggles on, and we get one of the most iconic speedster scenes ever. Bro's out here moving bullets, putting guards in positions to knock
Yeah, this
themselves
was so
out.
cool.
And I mean, who doesn't love this scene? It's like the perfect way to see from his point of view. And yeah, just like that, everyone falls down, knocks themselves out, and they're free. Free at last.
Okay, wait, but how does the knockout thing work? Because he just moved their, like, hands.
So
It's
yeah,
not
we
like
flip
he
over to
gave it
Paris, and the
momentum.
Vietnamese general
He
is
just,
turning
like,
up,
placed it
drinking, and trying to
differently.
crack a snow bunny. And yeah, he thought he found one. So yeah, they go to the back room, then Raven switches back to Natiri. And I guess the general was thrown
Isn't
off by
that the
color.
samurai guy
And
who-
shit, he must not know. There's something about the blue pum pum that we don't know about. That shit out here changing people's lives. Like for real. He
Hey, ever since Mass Effect, I have not been a hater of blue mommies. I have not.
had Jake Sully forgetting he's human, Spider thinking he's a real Navi, and the Colonel literally the biggest Navi hater, even calling them blue monkeys. But after that new fire chick let him have some, nigga painted his face red and was ready to go to war about it. And listen, I'm just saying, if 1 + 1 is 2, shh. So Raven
See,
takes the
I've
general
only
out with her
seen,
feet,
I've
knocking him
only
out
seen the
cold.
first Avatar
Then she
movie,
takes
so
the
I have,
invitation letter,
ooh,
and yeah,
ooh,
it was
feet.
up. Charles and Logan finally tell Eric what
I
really
would
happens in
not
the
be mad
future,
at that
and yeah, it turns
situation.
out everything Eric ever fought for was true. He was right. So they all agree to stop Raven before she kills Trask. We cut to Trask giving a whole presentation showing off his new creations, the Sentinels. Then he pulls out this little scanner device that can detect mutants nearby. And guess what? That thing started beating immediately. And just like that, they spot out Raven. Everyone jumps her and tries to restrain her. But let's be real, that never works when it comes to her. Knee to the head, kick to the nuts, get him out of here.
Oh yeah,
Where do you
Mystique.
think you're
I mean,
going?
Mystique is a good
All the other
fighter,
generals
but
would quickly run
she's
out
just
the room. They
like,
were like, "F this, we
Mystique
got
is
countries to run."
essentially,
Raven gets on the
like
table and
Black
hits
Widow
this
level,
got so
if you
bad
think
move,
about it.
puts this guy in
Her
a leg
stealth
choke,
is
and then she
like
started hiding
the
behind
only
table so she
thing.
doesn't get shot. But you know, my boy was taking too long to pull the trigger, so she's like, F this, jumped up and mixed this guy right across the table. Even Trust was like, damn, that kick alone gonna have him wearing one of these
Or
for the rest of
maybe
his
she
life.
has super
Stryker
strength.
loses her for a second, then boom, she slide tackles him and
Because
snatches
that
his
was a
gun.
crazy
And now
kick.
Trust is cornered. She's about to pull the trigger, and of course,
Shoot
that's when
him.
everyone shows
Shoot
up,
him.
just in time.
Shoot him.
Kind of wild. Logan went back 50 years for this exact moment. Like, am I tripping? Or if she pulled that trigger 1 second earlier, the whole trip would have been useless. They should have been there an hour early. But hey, time travel. Stryker pulls out the taser and drops.
Actually, yeah, wait. Well, no, actually, wait. If they had time travel, why didn't they get there, like, 3 months ago?
But
That
just
is
pushed
actually
that
a
taser
good
right
point.
back to his throat. Had his ass on the ground shaking like a dead roach.
Ooh,
But here's the thing,
booga.
that dead roach ended up messing with Logan's head, giving him flashbacks of the past, them dark days. He collapses to the wall, then Eric grabs the gun, ready to end Raven right there. Because in his mind, if she dies, the Sentinels are never born. Raven gets up and hits the legs, but Eric pulls the trigger, and as soon as she jumps out the window, the bullet curves midair and hits her right in the leg. Classic Magneto. Oh,
That is a very Magneto thing to do. Oh, you thought I missed, huh? It's like, I think it's Naranja. It's like Naranja from, JoJo's Part 5, Golden Wind. Yeah, it's Part 5. Part 5 is Golden Wind. Part 6 is Stone Ocean, my favorite one, by the way. And then, well, my favorite JoJo, but not my favorite season. And then there's Snowball Run, then there is JoJolian, and then there is JoJo Lands. if I'm not
everything up.
mistaken.
And at this exact moment, Logan snaps back to his usual self, the one who's actually living in this world. And now he's completely lost, bugging hard. He's like, how the hell did I get here? And who are you people? And that wasn't it. The future one was tripping on the stone as well. He even scratches Kitty right in the leg. Damn. And while everyone was distracted, Trask was like, this will probably be a good time to go. And he gaps it through the door. Eric drops down while Raven is trying to disguise as the Jackson 5. But Eric wasn't letting her get away.
Well, he
He
is
pulls her
small,
back, using
you
the
know.
bullet stuck inside her leg.
Oh, no.
Nah, this gotta be the worst pain imaginable.
Oh, that
He
has
rips
to
the
be
bullet
painful.
right out, but just
That
before he
has
can
to
do
be
anything,
painful.
Beast tackles him to the ground, picks him up and body slams him right into the water, then starts drowning Eric. And man, this gave me flashbacks of my older cousins doing this to me at the pools. That shit was really
I mean, but
traumatizing.
didn't you
But now
guys
I'm,
come
like,
here
kinda
to do
way
exactly
forgiving,
this?
so should I
So
spin back?
why are you... No, he's short. Yes. Spin back. Spin back. Listen to your inner Bully
Anyways,
Maguire
Magneto starts
and
doing
listen
what
to
Magneto
Bully.
does. He starts pulling all the metal towards him. And yeah, his powers are literally too OP. Raven gets out of there immediately. Then Eric pulls Hank off him. Had that boy
Oh yeah,
crucified.
no,
He eats the
Magneto
police
can
back
like
looking for
flip
Raven,
the
but I mean,
magnetic
she can turn
poles.
into anyone, so she was gone. Logan finally snaps back to his future self, and now the whole incident is on every news channel. And that's when the president steps back in and gives Trask exactly what he wanted.
This is gonna make them
Turns
make
out Trask
Super
already had 8
Sentinels.
Sentinel prototypes
They're gonna
ready
make
to
like
go.
Super 17,
Meanwhile,
but
Eric is looking
Sentinels.
for Raven, but she finds him disguised as
And
a
now they're gonna
Lancaster.
make number
Having
9.
Raven's powers would be way too fun. Like, you can just catch anyone lacking. I mean, if I had
Oh my god, if I had those powers, I would make my boobs way bigger. Like way, way bigger. And then I want to see if I could go the foot. You know what?
these
Something
powers,
shouldn't
Lord
be
knows
said.
what I would be doing.
I
Eric tells him in the
understand.
future
I
how she becomes
understand.
the key figure in
I
the
would do
fall
a
of mutants.
helicopter.
And this was the scariest part. Even though they didn't
If
capture
you know,
her,
you know.
they already got her DNA from the blood on that bullet. And when Eric saw the forensics have that in their possession, he was not trying to wait. He wanted to strike now while the mutants still had the
Wait. Is she the reason that Sentinels can like adapt and like change? Cause look at the way they were like adapting earlier in the movie. They will kind of flicker like how she does. So is her DNA the key to like making the Sentinels work? If that's the case, I'm kind of with Magneto here. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it because a mommy who could be anyone I wanted. I would love that, but
upper hand.
I do kind of see his point.
The others make it back to the school and Charles starts losing his ability to walk again. The voices in his head started creeping back, but he didn't want that. Hank goes and grabs the serum, but Logan stops him. He's like, we don't need your legs. We need that mind. And I guess that was motivation because Charles puts it back down. They carry him back to his office, open the closet, and there it is. The infamous
See, guys,
wheelchair.
so you know the
Charles heads
drugs.
into Cerebro, the room that turns his mind into the worldwide radar. He hasn't been in there in years. Even the helmet's dusty. Charles puts the helmet on and instantly the voices hit. And it's way too loud. Too much. Had all the glass shattering. That thing dragged him back to a dark place.
Yeah,
Place he never
because
wanted to
you've been
visit again.
sober
He
too
rips the
long.
helmet off and says
Or
he
you've
can't
been
do
on
it,
drugs
and
too
that this
long.
was all a
One of the
mistake.
two.
Then Logan steps in and tells him the truth. He was the one that was meant to go back in time. Logan only did it because Charles' body wouldn't survive the trip. Then Logan lets Charles look into his mind and Charles sees everything. Logan's whole life, every
Look
war,
into
every
my
loss,
mind.
every ounce of pain, all the way up to the present day. And that's when Charles meets his future self. Yeah, and his first thoughts was, damn, I really become Humpty Dumpty?
Wait, do they
The
meet?
future Charles
Oh,
looks
wait,
at him
how
and
did
was
they
like,
meet?
yo, stop being a pussy.
How do?
Lock in. Pain ain't that deep.
Wait,
You
they're
get
not
out,
in
nigga.
each
And
other's
just like
mind.
that,
How
Professor
how
X
how
was
did they
back.
meet?
Charles finally finds Raven and starts speaking to her through random people in the crowd. But Raven is way too hard-headed. She's locked in, still determined to kill Trask. So Charles takes it a step further and peers right in front of her. Still nothing. She was determined, no talking her down. So they needed another angle. That's when Eric makes his move. He tracks down the train carrying the Sentinel
Fry her
prototypes and rips
mind.
the metal rails
Professor
straight out
X
from
likes
under
to
it. He pulls the
mind,
metal
like,
towards
bang
them and
people.
uses it to infiltrate the Sentinels themselves.
Might as
He
well do
sabotages
it
them
this
from the
one last
inside, turning
time.
their own bodies into weapons before they even realize what's happening. Right after that, Eric slides back into the Pentagon with ball bearings in his hand. He drops both these guards and this idiot tries to pick up the phone only to get... Eric opens the
Don't
vault
pick
and
up
there
the
it is,
phone.
the helmet. The moment he grabs it, you already know, shit just got real. Back in the present day, the Sentinels finally find the X-Men.
So why does
Magneto
the
had to
helmet
step
work?
outside to help
Why
the
does
others
that
hold it
stop
off. And yeah, these
Professor
Sentinels
X's
came
powers?
deep.
Like, did they ever explain why it works?
Charles, Logan, and Hank make it to the presidential speak where Trask is showing off his new robots, talking about how they're about to serve humans and take down mutants. But
Oh,
after what
those
Eric
are the
did to him,
original
that plan
purple
is cooked. The
designs.
Sentinels
I
turn
remember
on and
that.
start lifting off. Charles finally locates
Also,
Raven
how
and
you go
freezes her right
anywhere
there, right
with that
as she's
helmet
about to shoot
on and
Trask.
not
He
get
really out here
noticed?
making her play musical freeze. Let me go, Charles. Everything goes left. The Sentinels start firing into the crowd, people scatter, and it's total chaos. The president gets rushed down into the bunker, but it did not matter because Magneto pulls up with a whole stadium
Of course you run away.
and drops it right
Of
around
course
the
you
White
run
House,
away.
cutting off everything coming
A whole
in or
stadium?
out. One of the bricks nearly takes out Charles.
I mean, that's kind of cool, but
We
I
cut
thought
back
he
to the
only could
future, and Storm
control
flips
the metal.
weather instantly, crashing the Sentinel ships out the sky. And you know them, they adapt and start flying right to them. So she then strikes Bishop with lightning, Blink opens a
Oh
portal,
no!
and then
Wait, how
Bishop
many
starts
Sentinels
dropping
are
the
there?
Sentinels like flies. Blow, blow. Magneto then grabs the X-Jet, plants it right in front of the Sentinel's flight path. Storm hits it with a little bit of lightning, and then boom! That shit took out damn near all of them. Eric quickly stops the pieces from the explosion, but one of the
how many
pieces ended up
Sentinels
stabbing
are
him.
there?
I guess he was a little too slow, too old.
How did one
He
of the
pulls it out,
pieces
then one
get
of
to
the
you?
Sentinels
You're
jumps
the
from
master of
behind and puts one
magnetism.
right through Aurora, killing her
Never
instantly.
pull out.
Damn, all of
No,
the fallen
Storm.
Sentinels start climbing back up. They threesome Bishop, giving him a little too much power
Storm,
for him to
no.
absorb, and then boom, he was gone. Eric was like, F this, and went back inside. Then these four had to hold it down. We jump back to the past, and Logan tries running up on Eric, like he must
Wait,
not know
I
who
thought,
this is.
I
He
thought the
starts
fire
dodging and
guy
weaving a few
died.
things, only to get knocked out by a brick. Then Eric takes the metal bars out, only to put them right through him. And then he starts twisting it right inside Wolverine. Oh man, like I can't even imagine the pain this guy's going through. Like this literally gotta be the top 2 worst pains he's ever felt. Like look at his face. This is the same face women
Well, I mean, yeah, it's painful, but I doubt it's as painful as that one scene from the Evil Dead remake. You know, the
make during
forest scene.
childbirth. Magneto then lifts him up and was like, get the hell out of here, little nigga. Eric then pulls the bunker straight out the ground and turns all the cameras on and starts
Boink.
dropping bars about the future. He talks about why humans fear mutants and how he understands their fear. But then he tells all the mutants all around the world they don't need to hide anymore. Bro was ready to assassinate everyone in that box on live TV.
Oh yeah,
Meanwhile, in the
Quicksilver
future,
wasn't
the
there.
Sentinels are violating the 4 mutants left. They double team Colossus and rip him right apart.
There's only 4 mutants left. Oh no, they ripped him.
Fried. Sunspot was holding it down for a bit.
He
but the
got
Sentinels
Ghost
kept
Slash
adapting.
Jode.
Look, he smacks the ground. Then this one slices his arm off. He tries fighting back, but then
Wait, if they have Emma Frost power,
right
that
through
was
his
Emma
back.
Frost power.
Blink was
That
the
means
only
they
one
already
left,
killed
but you
Emma
can't win a
Frost.
fight with a
But how did they
defensive-ass
get through
cow.
Emma
So
Frost?
they figure her out and put 3 swords in her.
Oh. Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Now they're
can.
really running out of time. The Sentinels start blasting
You can
through the
open and
door.
close
Iceman
portals on
tries
their
freezing
body.
it to hold them off, but time was not on their side. Raven pulls up disguised as the president.
Well, didn't
on some
Iceman
kill me
already
instead
die?
type timing. And as soon as Eric looks away, she whips out the gun and shoots him in the neck, then knocks his ass out cold. She turns back to finish Trask, but Charles just freezes everyone. He tells her she has the power to change the future, and I guess he still had faith in her. Back in the future, the Sentinels burn Iceman alive.
You can
and finally
change the
break through door. But then
future.
Raven drops the gun, and just like that, the future changes. The dark timeline gone, like it never happened. Eric moves the metal on top of Charles, then everyone gets up and leaves, and Logan finally wakes up in a new timeline. The entire X-Men are alive, school is rebuilt, place is restored, and the only ones who actually know what went on is Logan.
So,
and
is this
Charles.
Dragon Ball Super Rules where the old timeline still exists? It's just a separate timeline now? Huh. Really makes you think. But that was the end of the video, and this was a fun one. I like this one. And once you already know, the origin was in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And that being said, later losers, KuroKumo out.